Welcome back. I'm Aaron Bernstein. In this video, we're going to expand our rhythms to include whole notes and half notes. Now, these are longer than the note values we learned in our previous video, Basic Rhythms 1, so be sure you've seen that one first. All right, let's jump in. In our previous lesson, we focused on quarter notes, ta, 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 and eighth notes, ti, 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 ti. Now we'll hear music with longer note values. Listen to this excerpt from Mussorgsky's Pictures at an Exhibition. Part of this melody's grandeur comes from having broad rhythms, with note values longer than one beat. Here are the first 8 beats again. There were only 2 notes, one here and one here. Each one lasted for a full 4 beats, and that brings us to the longest kind of note you're likely to see in modern notation, the whole note. No flags, no stems, just, well, a donut. And these are the really filling kind because they fill up 4 beats. For whole notes, we'll say this in lieu of rhythm syllables. Whole note, hold on. Whole note, hold on. Later on, when we get into meter, we'll count the beats instead. All right, here's the next part of our rhythm. No more whole notes. This time, our first note lasted for 2 beats, only half as long as a whole note. And of course, that's why we call this one a half note. Looks a lot like a quarter note, but half notes have empty note heads. For these, we'll say half note, half note. Our next 2 beats had 1 note each, and those will obviously be quarter notes, ta, ta. Then our last 2 notes were each 2 beats long, so 2 more half notes. Half note, half note. Last section. Our first 4 notes were 1 beat each, so 4 more quarter notes. Ta, 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 ta. And finally, 2 more notes, 2 beats each. Half note, half note. Now, let's see the complete rhythm. Try clapping along. One more time, and we'll clap and say the rhythm syllables. Whole note, hold on, whole note, hold on, half note, ta, ta, half note, ta, 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 half note, half note. Nice job. Let's get a bit more practice with whole and half notes. You all know this one. Here are the first 8 beats. You could tell there was silence on the first beat, so that was a quarter rest. The next 3 beats had 1 sound each, so those are quarter notes. And then our next note lasted a full 4 beats, so that's going to be a whole note. Okay, here's the next 8 beats. And that's identical to the previous rhythm. Rest, ta, 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 whole note, hold on. Moving ahead. This one starts out the same as before. Rest, ta, 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 but the next 2 notes were 2 beats each, so that's half note, half note. And here's the rest. The first 2 notes lasted 2 beats each, half note, half note. The last note was 4 beats long, whole note, hold on. And we'll put a quarter rest to round it off. That's it. Let's clap the entire rhythm from start to finish. Good, let's do it one more time. This time we'll say the rhythm syllables. And here we go. Rest. Ta, 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 whole note, hold on, rest. Ta, 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 whole note, hold on, rest. Ta, 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 half note, half note, half note, half note, whole note, hold on, rest. All right, now we have a rhythmic vocabulary of whole, half, quarter, and eighth notes, plus the quarter rest. Stay tuned for our next video when we encounter
16th notes.
I'm Aaron Bernstein, and see you later.